And, if you were asked to give advice to someone considering EB5 in terms of hiring an attorney to help, what would be some of your main points of advice for that person in terms of picking an attorney?
Well, the way I would say, like everybody's situation is unique, and so the person should talk to more than one lawyers, or rather maybe a team of lawyers, and see which one best suits to him or her. Because the lawyer we hired, it suited me in every respect, it may not be suitable to you. So you had to spend time identifying the lawyer, talking to them, and then make a wise decision. And if you have other family members, like I had my own family members, I even took their advice. Like what is their opinion about their lawyers? So the secret is you had to talk to a few people before you select someone.
And what were some of the differences between our regional center, EB5AN, and some of the others that you spoke to? Like, what would you say were kind of some of the differences that you saw?
One reason is the terms. Like some projects were proving to be very expensive, and some of the projects, sorry, I'm not very technical, but their documentation was still in the approval stage. So there could be a possibility you would have invested in the project and they might not get the approval, like your overall process would have put at a standstill. So of course my lawyers helped me to understand that, but this is one reason which convinced me to go ahead for this one. And then of course, being an accountant myself, I did my own mathematics, like how much this would cost me, how much the return I'm getting, and how much is my affordability. So doing all this analysis kind of made me go ahead. And of course, I would say at every stage, this EB5AN team, it's really, really very helpful.
What can you tell me specifically about working with the EB5AN team, compared with some of the other regional center teams? Like what were some of the differences that you saw, since you'd been looking around for regional centers and projects for quite a while?
Well, I personally feel the team is quite transparent. Like other regional centers, I could question their transparency actually. And secondly, they were, whenever I needed help, they were always available. Like maybe it's some investment decision, some project related decision. Like the moment I tried to get in touch with the team, they were promptly available, and they were always ready to get on the phone, and the things were like never on hold basis dealing with your team. And even because of the funding got delayed in our case, we had to approach the regional center to seek some extension, and they were happy. I mean, they were flexible enough to provide that extension.
Now that your application's all filed, project's going smoothly, everything's on track, what's some general advice that you'd have for other, Indian investors like yourself considering EB5? Like what would be the couple, 2-3 main points of advice you'd want to convey?
I would say deal with someone who's more experienced. And of course, you are putting in your money. Like I'm putting my lifelong fortune, and I had to be absolutely sure where I am putting my money. So that is the advice I'm going to give people. And I mean, the first team I would direct would be your team, to really talk and discuss with them before making an investment decision. And another very important factor, so currently this EB5 scheme, we are not sure what would be the future like, whether this kind of category would be available or not in future. The political environment is looking to change a lot of things. So it is still very early, but maybe a year down the line, we are not sure how it should be. So keep a close watch if you're really planning to go for it.